Now this is the example of butadiene. You can see here the electrons are moved from pi bond, okay, in this manner, and we get the next structure. Okay, so look at the first structure and focus on the movement of electron. Pi bond will shift in between next two carbon atoms, and this pi bond will shift on the extreme right carbon atom. Okay, so this is the structure number 1. The name of this compound is buta 1,3 diene. Okay, now the next structure we have to carefully draw. First you have to write down the carbon framework, CH2 CH CH CH2. Okay, now focus on the loosely held electrons, that is pi electrons. Okay, now you can observe that, you can see that in structure number 1 the movement of electron is from carbon number 1 to in between carbon number 1 to this pi bond shifts in between carbon number 2 3. Okay, and the pi bond of carbon number 3 4 shifts on the carbon number 4. So I am going to put new bond here in between second and third carbon, and the electron pair on the fourth carbon. So fourth carbon will acquire negative charge. Of course, the electrons are moved away from the first carbon, so first carbon will acquire positive charge. Okay, okay, now the next structure. All these structures are separated by resonance arrow. The structure number 1 and structure number 2 are Lewis structure or canonical forms or resonance structures. Now I am going to shift these electrons in backward direction so that I will get again the structure number 3. Structure number 3 and structure number 1 are same. Okay, now shift the electrons in this manner. So you will get lone pair of electrons here, double bond here, and positive charge on extreme right carbon, that is fourth carbon. You can see in structure number 3 the arrow clearly shows that electrons moved away from the fourth carbon atom, that's why in next structure we get a positive charge on fourth carbon atom. Okay, now the negative positive charge on fourth carbon atom and negative charge on first carbon atom, because the electrons are moved on the first carbon atom, that's why two dots are here. Lone pair of electrons is here on first carbon atom and hence negative charge. Okay, so the last structure is fourth canonical structure. So all these structures are called canonical structures, Lewis structures, or resonance forms, or resonance structures, or canonical structures. Okay, and in each of these structure the carbon carbon framework or atomic framework or position of atoms, carbon and hydrogens, are intact. What is moving, what is there, what is changes there only in the loosely held electrons or pi electrons. Okay, you can see that all these structures have framework CH2 CH CH CH2, only the arrangement of pi electrons are different. Okay, now we are going to see the first rule of conjugation. In all these canonical forms, each and every atom, valency of each and every atom should be satisfied. Means valency satisfied. Okay, the valency of carbon should be 4, the valency of carbon minus should be 3, the valency of carbon plus should be 3, and valency of hydrogen must be 1. Okay, so all the valencies should be satisfied. Now you can see here, if you look at the structure number 2 or structure number 4. Okay, let's look at the structure number 2. You can see here CH2 group is present here. Okay, and we know that carbon having positive charge means its fourth electron is not available for bonding, that is fourth bond is absent. Okay, so carbon plus will have three bonds and hence carbon plus valency is 3 and it is satisfied in structure number 2 and structure number 4. Carbon minus, okay, we already know that carbon having four unpaired electrons and they pair up to form four bonds. Okay, so this will form one bond, second bond, third bond. But if fourth orbital contain one extra electron, okay, then it will acquire negative charge because no bond is here but one extra electron is there, so it will acquire negative charge with one lone pair of electrons and valency is 3 bonds are there. Okay, so carbon minus, valency is 3. Now look at the, say this atom in canonical structure number 4. Okay, you can see this carbon is neutral, zero charge carbon, and it has total four bond, out of which three are sigma and fourth is pi bond. Okay, means valency of this carbon is satisfied. The valency of carbon is 4. Okay, and of course all hydrogens are having one bond. Okay, so all the atoms in all these structures are with satisfied valencies. Okay, so valency satisfaction must be there. No carbon should have 5 bonds. No hydrogen should have 2 bonds. Okay, because valency of hydrogen is 1. So valency must be satisfied. This is the first rule. Okay, now second rule, the position of all the nuclei. Okay, now which types of nuclei are present here? Carbon nuclei, carbon 6 and hydrogen. Okay, so all nuclei, the positions of all atoms should be fixed. Okay, only the difference in all this structure is difference in loosely held electrons, difference in arrangement of loosely held electrons. Okay, you can see the pi bonds are shifted, positive charges there, lone pairs are there. Okay, but total number of electrons are same, only their arrangement is different. Okay, now out of these four structures, structure number 1 and 3 are same, having equal in energy, and structure number 2 and 4 are equally in energy. Of course charges are different. Okay, here negative charge is on right hand side, here positive charge is on right hand side. Okay, right hand side carbon. Okay, so you clear it, the second rule. Now third rule, all these are resonance structures. Okay, now in all these structures there is movement of electrons, and as these electrons move from one part of the molecule to another part in conjugated manner, all these delocalizing electrons should lie in orbitals which are parallel to each other. Okay, so electrons taking part in resonance should lie in single plane. Okay, they should be coplanar. Now you can see here these two electrons form one pi bond, these two electrons form one pi bond. Okay, but they can delocalize. Why? Because they are coplanar. Okay, you can see first py and second py are parallel to each other, second py and third py are parallel to each other, third and fourth are parallel to each other. In fact all these p orbitals are parallel to each other. Okay, but if you wish to move the electrons in conjugate manner, the next orbital should be parallel to the previous orbital. Okay, so all these electrons, delocalizing electrons, must lie in same plane. Okay, they are coplanar. You got it? Now, the fourth rule is all these canonical forms, all these Lewis structures must have same number of unpaired electrons. Okay, now which are unpaired electrons, which are unpaired electrons? Suppose carbon with 3 valency with negative charge and carbon with 3 valencies with one unpaired electron, fourth valency unsatisfied. Okay, so you tell me how many unpaired electrons are there in carbon negative, that is carbanion, and here in carbon free radical, and here in carbocation. You can see one bond means one bond pair, that is one bond pair of electrons, second bond pair of electrons, third bond pair of electrons, and fourth lone pair of electrons. So all four pairs. Okay, so zero unpaired electrons are here. Here three bond pairs. One bond means two electrons, two electrons means one pair. Okay, so three bond pairs and one unpaired electron is there, so one unpaired electron. Here three bonded electrons means three bond pairs are there and zero unpaired electrons. Okay, so you have idea what are unpaired electrons. Here only one unpaired electron is there in carbon free radical. Okay, so according to fourth rule, all structures should have same number of unpaired electrons. Okay, so if you look at the first structure, all electrons are paired one. Okay, look at this structure number 1. CH2, double bond CH, single bond CH, double bond CH2. Okay, so each and every carbon having 4 bond. Okay, so all electrons are paired one, no unpaired electron. You can see here in structure number 2, all electrons are paired. Okay, no single dot is present in structure number 2. Even carbon negative have one lone pair of electrons, that is pair. Okay, so no unpaired electrons. So structure number 1 contains 0 unpaired electrons, structure number 2 contains 0 unpaired electron. In structure number 3, of course structure number 1 and 3 are same, so 0 unpaired electron. Structure number 2 and structure number 4 are similar structure. Okay, only the difference is negative carbon in structure number 2 is on right hand side, and in structure number 4 the negative carbon is on left hand side. Okay, but the number of unpaired electrons are also 0 in structure number 4. So all these 4 structure have 0 unpaired electrons. Okay, so this is the fourth rule. All structure must contain same number of unpaired electrons. Okay, now I will give you another example. CH2 double bond CH2 dot. This is called propionyl free radical or allyl free radical. We already discussed what is free radical. Free radical is chemical species having at least one unpaired electron, and on right hand side carbon you can see one unpaired electron is there, one single electron is there. Okay, now I am going to write the resonance structure of this molecule. Of course one electron is on right hand side carbon. Okay, so I am going to use half headed arrow because moment of electron one electron is moving. So we should use half-headed arrow or fish hook arrow. And one electron moves on left hand side carbon. Okay, because one bond compresses two electron. One bond means one bond pair. One bond pair means two electrons. So one electron shifts in between right hand side bond, and one electron shifts on left hand side carbon. So next structure will be, you carefully see, CH is here, of course. This is the atomic framework, carbon framework. Okay, now you can see two electrons are concentrating in between these two carbons, so double bond will form here in next structure. And one electron is moving on the left carbon, so you can put dot here. This is the structure number 1 and this is the structure number 2. And according to rule number 1, what is rule number 1? Valencies are satisfied. Okay, all carbons have valency 4, all hydrogens have valency 1, and carbon free radical have valency 3. What is rule number 2? Position of atoms. In structure number 1, formula is CH2, linkage is CH2 CH CH2. In structure number 2, same, CH2 CH CH2. Okay, what is the rule number 3? Atoms taking part in resonance, okay, having loosely held electrons, okay, must lie in one plane. So I am going to draw the orbital picture. CH2 orbital, orbital, and this is CH2 orbital. These two form one bond, and this CH2, this carbon having one electron in p orbital, and all these p orbitals are parallel to each other, so they lie in one plane. These two orbital lie in one plane and these two orbital lie in one plane. Okay, so they are coplanar. What is the fourth rule? All canonical structures should have same number of unpaired electrons. Now in structure number 1, unpaired electrons 1 on right, extreme right carbon. Here unpaired electrons 1 on extreme left carbon, you can see here. So total number of unpaired electrons are same in both these resonance structures, Lewis structures, canonical structures, or canonical forms. Okay. Now fifth rule. Energy of actual molecule, that is resonance hybrid structure, is lowest. Lowest energy is of resonance hybrid structure. Now take the example of butadiene. This is the first resonance structure. This is the second resonance structure. This is the third resonance structure. Sorry. And this is the fourth resonance structure. Okay, structure number 1, structure number 2, this is the 3 and 4th. Now what is the resonance hybrid structure? We have to hybridize all these 4 structure into single structure. Okay, this is the carbon framework. In structure number 1 and structure number 3, double bond is between 1 2 and 3 4 carbon. But in structure number 2 and structure number 4, double bond is in between second and third carbon. Okay, so in hybrid structure, double bond should be there in between second and third carbon. But if you look at the first carbon, just focus on first and second structure and second and third carbon. Okay, in first structure, second and third carbon is single bond. The bond between second and third carbon is double in case of second structure. So hybrid structure must contain neither single bond nor double bond, but it is intermediate bond. This is the hybrid. Okay, similarly if you look at the first structure and second carbon number 1 and 2, focus on carbon number 1 and 2. Double bond is present in first structure, single bond is present in second structure, double bond is present in third structure, and single bond is present in fourth structure. So bond lie in between single and double, neither single bond nor double bond. Similarly for carbon number third and fourth. Okay, now you can see the structure number 2. Positive charge is on left hand side, negative charge is on left hand side. Here it is zero charge, zero charge. Okay, so 0 plus plus 1 plus 0 plus minus 1. Okay, so average charge is 0. Look at the second carbon. In all four structures, second carbon is 0 charged. So charge on second carbon is 0. Look at the third carbon. In all these structures, carbon number 3 is 0 charged. Okay. Now look at the fourth carbon. In structure number 1, it is 0 charged. In structure number 2, it is negatively charged. In structure number 3, it is 0 charged. And in structure number 4, it is positively charged. So plus 1 minus 1, 0. 0 by 4, average charge is 0. So this is the resonance hybrid structure or actual molecule, and energy of this molecule is lowest one. Okay, so I will give you the energy profile diagram. This is the energy on y-axis. Okay, here it is positive, negative, equivalent, negative, positive. Okay, so energy of these two structures same, means second and fourth structure equal in energy. Lower in energy, first and third structure is lower in energy than second and fourth structure, because first and third structure is uncharged, 0 charged, and charge separation is there in structure number second and fourth. Charged species are less stable than uncharged species, and this is the energy of resonance hybrid molecule. Resonance hybrid. Now you can see the energy of resonance hybrid is lowest one, that is it is most stable structure. The energy of first and third structure is higher than resonance hybrid, and charged structures are having higher energy than uncharged resonance structure or Lewis structure. Okay, so what is fifth rule? The resonance hybrid or actual molecule is lowest in energy, and hence it is most stable. Okay, why it is so? Because resonance is stabilizing phenomenon, and due to resonance the molecule or system gets stabilized. If delocalization is there, stabilization is there, and that's why the resonance hybrid molecule is stable. Okay, and the most stable resonance structure or canonical form is this one. This is called most stable resonance structure. Okay, What is the most stable structure? Of course, resonance hybrid. But resonance hybrid is not resonance structure or canonical form. What is canonical form? Structure number 1, 2, 3, 4 are canonical forms. And out of these four structures, which canonical form is most stable? You tell me. कुठलं मोस्ट स्टेबल आहे? फर्स्ट, थर्ड और सेकंड एंड फोर्थ?
First and third.
First and third canonical form is most stable. Okay. And now I am going to tell you one important thing. The energy difference between most stable resonance structure and reason energy of resonance hybrid is called resonance energy. काय म्हणलं मी? The energy difference delta E between the energy of most stable resonance structure and energy of resonance hybrid is called resonance energy, resonance stabilization energy. And resonance is stabilization phenomenon. Okay. Resonance म्हणलं की stabilization. Any question? Now, rule number 6. All structures do not contribute equally to resonance hybrid structure. Okay. The stable structures contribute more to the resonance hybrid, and less stable structure, less stable canonical forms, less stable resonance structures contribute less to the resonance hybrid. Now you tell me, out of structure number 1, 2, 3, 4, okay, which structures contribute more to the resonance hybrid? More stable structure, contribution is more. Less stable structure, contribution is less to the resonance hybrid. Which structure is stable? First and third. Okay. More stable structures, first and third. Less stable structures, second and fourth. So you tell me, which structures contribute more to this resonance hybrid?
First and third.
First and third. Very good. Okay. Now you tell me, in this resonance hybrid, double bond acquire partial single bond character and single bond acquire partial double bond character. Okay. So there are two types of double bonds. These two are, say, A type, and this one is B type. So A types are chemically equivalent and B type is different, chemically different than A type bond. Okay. Now you tell me, which bonds will have more double bond character? You should focus on which structures contributed more. Which structures contributed more? First and third.
Yes.
And double bond is present in first and third. Okay. So double bonds are there in between first and second carbon and in between third and fourth carbon in most stable structure, and their contribution is more. So more double bond character is in A type bonding. In B type double bond character is less. Okay. So here less double bond character in between second and third carbon. Less double bond character. Why? Because double bond is here in structure number second and fourth, and their contribution is less. That's why double bond character is less here, and double bond character is more, more double bond character. Okay. Of course, due to resonance, double bond acquire partial single bond character and single bond acquire partial double bond character. But still, the double bond character is different in between first, second, and in between second, third bond. Okay. So, another rules are there that we will discuss tomorrow. Now I'm going. Any question? Okay, I will stop here.